What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Modern Philosopher. Today I'm going to be talking about life being a marathon, not a race, okay? So stick around so you guys can hear what I have to say. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe because I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers by the end of March, and I need you guys' help to help me do that. So go ahead and leave me a like, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the topic at hand, and share with your friends and family because I think it's important that we share different perspectives so that we can help each other figure out the answers to life's biggest questions. So, what do I mean by life being a marathon and not a race, right? I've been an athlete my whole life, right? Competing is something that I love to do. It's like a natural instinct for me, right? And when I was younger, I used to pride myself on being the fastest sprinter in school, elementary school through middle school. I was one of the fastest kids out there. If I wasn't the fastest, I was tied with the fastest kid out there, And I got to high school, and I remember there was a guy who, I'm talking about, blew me out of the water. I mean, like, just obliterated me, man. Like, I thought I was fast, and then we took off, and this dude was like 10 yards ahead of me the whole entire time. I could never catch up. I fell behind and I could never catch up. And I realized in that moment, as fast as I am, there are people who are faster than me. And my goal went from trying to be the fastest to just simply being as fast as I possibly can be. And, I've maintained that kind of mindset for pretty much my whole, since that time. And I think a lot of us, what we do in life is we try to compete with other people, right? We treat life as if it's a competition. Well, part of competitions, or part of sports, is that there are certain rules, right? There's a certain requirements in order for you to play. In fighting, you have a weight class, right? If you're out of a weight class, you can't fight. You know what I'm saying? If the weight class is 120 to 130 pounds and you weigh over that, you won't fight in that weight class. There's certain requirements that are necessary to make the game more fair to everybody involved, so there's no essentially discrimination. But with life, it's pretty much a free-for-all. It's like trying to compete with the best of the best, and you are an average person. You're gonna get blown out of the water all the time. And especially if you're, if you say you step on the track and you got to race Usain Bolt, and you've never ran a sprint 100 meters in your life, you're probably going to lose. So some of us, we treat life as if it's a race, trying to compete with people who are probably far more ahead in life in a certain area, and we think, well, maybe they're at my age, or they're doing the same job as me, or they're in the same situation that I am. Why am I not where they are? And we have to understand something. They're living a different life than us, okay? In certain aspects of our lives, we're going to intersect. But just because we intersect at certain points does not mean that we are the exact same. And when you compete with people, usually you compete with people who are like you because you're going for the same reward. But you can't compete with somebody who is not going for the same reward as you. The purpose of life is essentially to live a good life. And that's why it's a marathon, because the purpose of life is simply to live it. So the same as the purpose of a marathon is to finish the marathon, right? Yeah, sure, it's nice to be the first one to finish. It's nice to be, to come into record time or come in a time that's faster than everybody else. But for the most part, the people who run a marathon are there to actually run the marathon. They want to run the whole way, the whole 26 miles, and that's its purpose. So you have to understand the purpose of life is not to be better than anybody. It's simply to live a good life. Now, there are things that you can do in your life to help you become better at whatever it is that you want to do, right? Maybe you're a talented musician. You can become even better than what you were yesterday. If you're going to make life a competition, make it a competition between you and the person you were yesterday, right? Because you already know what the playing field is, right? You have full view. Everything is within your control. So if you're competing, compete against the person you were yesterday, because at least in that way, it's fair. It's the same you. It's just now, which you is better? The one from yesterday or the one from today? And which you will be better? The one for tomorrow or the one for today, right? That's really the only competition that you should take seriously in your life. But if you're going to try to compete with other people, understand, some people are going to have an unfair advantage. If you're going to, it'd be like me trying to get into a weightlifting competition with Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. I would lose tremendously. Right? Or me trying to go into the NFL and try to, a one-hand catch over Jalen Ramsey. It's not going to happen. All right? What I need to do is figure out my strengths and work on those strengths, and at the same time work on my weaknesses. It doesn't guarantee that I'll be the best out of everybody, but it guarantees that I'll be the best version of myself tomorrow. And that's what I want you guys to understand. Don't focus on trying to be better than people, because if you focus on trying to be better than people, you will always be working, because there is always going to be somebody better than you. There's always going to be somebody further than you. There's always going to be somebody who's more talented, more skilled, more intelligent, just someone who's better than you. So don't do that, because you're going to waste a lot of time trying to, show somebody up. Instead, focus on trying to live a good life, your version of a good life, because you have every tool that God has given you in you, right? And you have every opportunity to make your life great. Certain times you're gonna have to go through trials and tribulation. That's really just one of the main guarantees in life. You're going to go through trials and tribulation, but those are the opportunities that life gives you to become better. So guys, I hope that made sense. I hope you guys took away what I was trying to say. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Help me get to 50 subscribers by the end of March. I'll see you guys in another video. Deuces. That was wrong. I'll see you guys in another video. Deuces. There we go.